a while since I've sat down to talk to you guys and just give you an update on what's been happening around the cabin. So life for me has been up and down recently. Let's talk about the up part first. So life is good. There's a lot going on. And some things that are behind the scenes that I don't normally talk about, which is my day job. So my day job is the one that pays the bills here. And the company that I'm working for is going through an acquisition. And so that's kept me on my toes. Lots and lots of growth and things happening there that I need to focus on. But on top of that, then recently I had a tooth extraction, and that's where the down comes in, because it gave me over a week of downtime as I rested up to recover from that. So the last week has really been spent sleeping and taking as much Tylenol and ibuprofen as my body can handle every few hours, and then icing and putting hot compresses upon my face. But more time was spent sleeping over the last, 10 days or so than anything. But regardless, I still managed to make a mess out of the cabin despite the fact that I did so much sleeping. And so now I need to get busy and get the cabin brought back up to my standards. I cannot exist in clutter and chaos and filth. It drives me batty. And so, without anybody else here to do it, I'm the one that has to take care of those things, because unfortunately my four-legged friend isn't much help. He's refused to help with the chores around here, and I can't understand why. He's kind of a mooch. I'm gonna have to have a talk with him about that. But I need to bring in a lot of wood. I typically keep about a week's worth of wood inside. I'm going through about 1 to 2 bundles of wood a day, like what you would think of a bundle that you would buy at a convenience store. That's about how much wood I'm burning through on average daily. And so I need to bring in wood. The temperatures here haven't been that bad. They have been just above zero and under freezing for sure. But we really haven't gotten that much snow. We got a couple inches the other day, but that was it. So it hasn't been too cold here, which is nice. It's kept the cabin fairly comfortable. When you clean out the wood stove, ash just fills the air of the cabin, and then it lands on top of everything. And so everything just becomes covered in a fine layer of ash. And that means I need to dust the cabin. And then, of course, I need to sweep the floors, to do laundry and switch out the bedding, and especially after sleeping for a week. And, I need to sweep and do all sorts of things around the cabin. But going back to the fact that it's just me here, and, that I'm the one that needs to do things here, that means as I clean around me today, or as I clean up the cabin today, I'm going to need to dispose of the trash that has accumulated over the past week. And to do that means that I'm walking out and trudging through whatever snow that we do have to the wood stove that's off to the side of the property and burning that. So I'm fortunate that I am able to dispose of the trash that way. It's no different than you have to take your trash down to the curb or out to the dumpster or wherever where you live. For me, it's just trudging it off into the woods basically to do it. So, it's not that big of a deal. This wood stove actually used to be in the root cellar of my cabin. It was the original heat source for the cabin, and when they redid all that, they moved it out here. So luckily it gives me a contained unit to burn my trash in. I can pretty much just burn this, close the door as best as I'm able, and be on my way. I don't burn on windy days or days where I think there's a chance for the wind to kick up. For the most part, I'm burning combustible things like cardboard, paper, and aluminum cans. What I'm typically not burning is plastic, nor do I burn glass or steel or tin cans. Those things I'm taking to the transfer station, which is located off the Glen Highway, about 100 or so miles away from here. And That I can do for nominal fee of like $2.50, I believe it is, for a, large black trash bag full. Then there is recycling in Glen Allen. However, to me, it just doesn't really make sense to do the recycling, considering that I can burn the items that they accept at the recycling, which is only newspaper, office paper, and aluminum cans. So I'm sure there's a benefit to some of the area residents, but for me, it's just not worth my trouble to collect those things and then have to haul them off to Glen Allen. There is also a dump near Glen Allen. However, it's only open a couple of days out of the week, and I think only for a couple of hours. One thing I know that some people struggle with when they see how I live is that I have a dry cabin, meaning that I don't have any plumbing. So as I continue to do the dishes here, it also means that I'm the one to haul the water off into the woods to dispose of it. And I do that on the other side of the property. In the summer months, I'll walk that further back into the woods, away from the cabin, so that any bears or animals like that are not attracted to the cabin. But in the wintertime, I don't make it quite as far out. And so it gets dumped out on the side of the outhouse. Over the last week, I just didn't have the energy to do any of these things. I wasn't going to do the dishes or take care of the trash or bringing in wood. I just needed to sleep. And I'm very thankful that I got it, because I am on the mend and things are starting to feel better. The swelling has gone down, and I can talk now without it hurting so much, which that's good. Say hello. Say hello. This guy is no help, though. He does not help with the chores. As much as I try to get him to do it, he just won't do it. You won't lift a finger to help me. You're a mooch. So, life at the cabin is good, though. Despite the fact that I've been ill, there are so many things that I have coming up that I want to share with you guys. But before I get to that, I do want to ask a favor, and that is that a couple of my friends could use your prayers or thoughts. And one of those is Thomas Smith, who you can find in some of my previous videos, comment section. Thomas is going in for open heart surgery. By the time this video posts, he probably will either be in surgery or have just gone through it. So he can definitely use your thoughts to help him pull through that and make a speedy recovery. So if you can find Thomas in the comment sections, you can do a search and find him there, and just, send your thoughts and your prayers to him, even if you just do it, silently. I'm sure all of that will help. And then in addition, JC over at Boss of the Swamp and Stacy over at Cabin Dweller have both lost a pet. So please send your thoughts with them to hopefully make their time adjusting to life without their loved ones go by quickly and bring peace to them. As you know, I am a dog lover. I absolutely love dogs. But nonetheless, it doesn't make it easier when you lose a pet. So if you could send your well wishes and thoughts. talk about some of the good things that are coming up for me here in the near future that I want to bring you guys along for. I need to tend to the floors in the cabin. As I sweep the floors, I've noticed that the floors are splintering, and this guy's hair and the bristles from the broom are getting caught in those splinters. And so I'm going to bring you along for a project using 18th century techniques to help alleviate that issue. And then also on the other side of the camera, I am going to be building a bench, similar to the ones you're seeing on the screen right now, because I don't have any seating in the cabin. This is really my only chair, the one I'm sitting in right now. Other than that, I don't have any seating other than camp chairs, which I need to deal with. So I'll be bringing you along for that. And I will also be talking about some of how the cabin has been holding up from the weather. You know, I had the roof replaced this past summer, and so I want to do a comparison for you of how the winterizing this winter has gone in comparison to last year. And the temperatures are supposed to drop here in the next couple of weeks. But the weather so far has been holding out, and as I've mentioned, we haven't gotten that much snow. So on top of, you know, that, it means that I do have the availability to go out of the property a bit more this winter. And so I'm gonna take advantage of some of the nice weather that we've had. And I have a couple excursions coming up that I want to bring you guys along for as well. And so those will be coming up in a future video. Plus, with being, you know, basically out of commission over the Thanksgiving weekend, I did not get to do some of the videos that I wanted for you guys. So I have some cooking videos that I'll be sharing with you that are holiday related. And I have some fun holiday things that I am hoping to share with you guys and engage you guys in. So life, like I said, has both had its ups and downs, as life always does. But I want to make sure that what you're seeing here is reality, and what you're seeing is a broad spectrum of what Alaska has to offer. Not just Kenai, not just a puppy, but not just the good times or the extreme weather or, you know, things like that. There's a lot of things that are yet to be shown around the cabin and in my day-to-day life, or just Alaska in general. And so I want to thank everybody who has followed along as, you know, I share these things with you. But I also want to thank those of you that have bought merchandise off of the channel page. I really appreciate all those merchandise purchases. Those merchandise purchases, that money I do use to do a little something nice for Kenai. So, you know, he gets a couple extra bones in the freezer over the winter months, or, you know, a new toy or what have you. And so to everybody who's bought those bits of merchandise, I really appreciate it. I'm sure this guy does too. But I also want to thank all the channel members as well. And if you're looking to get greater access to me, and you know, you want to make sure that your comments are getting responded to, I highly encourage you to become a member, because the members are paying for my time. And so therefore I give them first priority responses to their comments and to their emails and what have you. And so by becoming a channel member, you know, you get that as one of the perks, as well as some sneak peeks. So I know I have not been able to give you guys sneak peeks as of late, but as you know, these projects start coming along, or as I do these excursions, those sneak peeks will be returning for the channel members as well. And you know, maybe in the future there'll be some additional perks brought into there, but for now, the two real big perks are you get to see, you know, the highlights of the video before the general populace does, or the general audience does, and you also get priority response to comments as a member. So I want to thank each and every one of you for that. We want to thank everybody. Yeah, we want to thank everybody. But You know, like I said, being the only one here, it means that I need to get busy and do some more chores. So I am going to load up the car with the water jugs and I'm going to go off and get water. Even though I'm storing more water in the cabin this year, I still need to replenish it every chance that I can. And so today is a nice day, and so I'm gonna heat up the car and I'm gonna head out and I'm gonna do that. But I want to thank everybody for joining me today. I know this was a short video, but again, I just want to make sure that everybody got an update as to what's going on and things to look out for on the future of my videos. And be sure to stick around for some outtakes and come back on Sunday and I will have a cooking video for you then. Thanks again, everyone. Please stay safe yourself and take care. And until next time, I wish you all the best. It has been a good while since I've actually sat down and had an opportunity to basically give you an update as to what's been going around, or what's been going around. Woo! Let's hope nothing's been going on. Oh, what? Oh, and don't forget Kenai said hello too. Is that better? No? Oh, don't hit me in the face. Oh, yeah, you're a cutie pie. You're a big boy. You big boy. What are you looking at? What do you see? There's nothing. You're mean. You're mean. Don't hit me. You think she sees me? Maybe she thinks she's hallucinating. Be sure to check out these videos as well. Actually, these videos.